We disagree with the call to release Nnamdi Kanu. That's according to the CNG. The coalition of northern groups said they are not in support of those calling for the release of the leader of the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. Of course, the call for the Onyendu's release has been in the front burner in recent time now, since over a week now, or up to 2 weeks. The call for his release has been, has been pronounced, and some persons has been mounting pressure to that regard. The latest was the elder statesman, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, who said, look, that they are planning for a peace summit in the region, the eastern region, and Nnamdi Kanu must be in attendance for them to achieve a meaningful result in that security or peace summit. All right. So, but this CNG, they said they are a coalition of northern groups. They said they are not in support of that. For that time, the federal government not to listen to the leaders or anybody calling for the release of Onyendu. According to them, I quote, "It is unpatriotic and unreasonable for leaders to openly shade IPOB and other authors of mindless violence and separatism who see it as their duty to actualize what their fathers started in 1966, namely to bring about the realization of a separate state of Biafra through the force of arms and terrorist tactics. Today, everyone can see that the diabolical scheme planned and exhibited in the actions and clamors of IPOB, supported morally and politically by the vast majority of the plant and affrighted Igbo elite, politicians, traditional rulers, business persons, and the larger population of this ethnic group that has pushed Nigeria to the precipice. We are convinced that this renewed determined pressure from the Igbo leaders is part of a wider plot to see through the secession of the Southeast from Nigeria. It is now real and cannot be avoided or deferred any longer without terrible consequences. As the representatives of various interest groups from northern Nigeria, the CNG has watched and studied these events carefully and with considerable restraint and maturity, to the point of condoning and accommodating several unreasonable and unacceptable actions that have been perpetrated against Nigerians collectively and northerners in particular. Of late, however, the calls for the unconditional release of Kanu have pushed matters to a point whereby silence has become compulsory and inaction no longer an option, with unprovoked evictions, attacks and killings of northerners in various parts of the southeast, resulting from the hate campaigns and propaganda being conducted by regional and ethnic agitators, solidly backed by their leaders." End of quote. These are the allegations of the so-called CNG, the faceless CNG. Yes, they are faceless. Who are these people? You can't find them anywhere. So this is what they're saying, and that is this thing always, the statements of these people always lend credence to the facts we have been pushing out or dishing out all the while. Look at what they're saying. Look at what they're saying. They said that the mindless violence and separatism, the IPOB and the authors of mindless violence and separatism who see it as their duty to actualize what their father started in 1966. You have seen it, that it is unpatriotic and unreasonable for leaders to openly shield IPOB and other authors of mindless violence and separatism who see it as their duty to actualize what their father started in 1966. You've seen it. And not just that they said, namely, to bring about the realization of a separate state of Biafra through the force of arms and terrorist tactics. These are what they call hate speech. They said hate speech. This present government, when they came on board, they were hammering on hate speech. Anything you said, they said it's hate speech. Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, I beg your pardon, Lai Mohammed, So he was actually talking about hate speech, everyday hate speech. Whereas they started the hate speech. The hate speech was started by the APC during the campaigns of 2015. Yes, they started it. The hate speech they used to remove President Goodluck Jonathan. Yes, hate speech less in propaganda. They used to push out Jonathan out of office. So when they have entrenched that evil precedence, people were saying something to that regard after the election. They have trained people to carry out such, campaigns of calumny. So, and they have ascended to power, and now they want to curtail it, talking about hate speech every day. So now this one amounts to hate speech. They even use that hate speech to cow media organizations, to gauge them, to gauge media houses. So, and now they are talking about hate speech, but look at what these people are saying. Look at what they're saying. In the Nigeria that you said is one Nigeria, look at what persons are saying. They said Nnamdi Kanu should not be released. What is the interest of these people in this? What is the interest of these people? If not to cause commotion, cause confusion, cause war, fight. That's what I want. That's what they want, isn't it? So when you talk about this one Nigeria, these people will come and tell you it is not true. The actions will tell you it is not true. So are you going to force yourself with these people? So let us stop talking about these things. When we say one Nigeria, who is talking about one Nigeria? Look at what people are saying. All right? You are against the federal government to obey the court judgment because it does not suit you as long as you are concerned. You want to see Nnamdi Kanu rot in detention facility. And that's why you want the government to disobey the court judgment, to set a bad precedence. And so when you look at all these things happening, you're going to ask yourself, is this the country you want to be? You want to participate? You want to belong? In a civilized, in where the world is moving forward into civility. All right? And so Nigeria is still backward and going backward and backward on daily basis. You see? So these people, backward, retrogressing on daily basis. Retrogression. So no same person who wants advancement, who wants a better life, will feel happy in such a contraption. Such a contraption with such people who have this kind of mindset. Ignorant, uncivilized, myopic, everything about them is ethnicity. Everything about them is tribe. Everything about them is religion. Nothing again other than parochial and sentimental issues. That's all.